Two guys living the dream of entrepreneurship while balancing the tricky act of fatherhood. Join Eric and Brandon each week to share their experiences about growing a business, raising a family, and navigating through life. So go ahead, free up some time you already don't have, and give the Preneur podcast a listen.
All right, welcome everyone to the Preneur podcast.
How you doing, guys? This is Brandon coming at you live from Davis Island.
We're actually in our studio right now. We're recording the podcast.
Well, you didn't have to give it away. We could be at Davis Island.
Well, we could. I mean, I suggested we do this somewhere else, but you said no.
When did I say that?
Well, I just wanted. Well, I can't say it because then I tell you only talk about things with food, and I want a burger right now.
Okay, I just talked for 20 minutes that had nothing to do with food or girls. What was the other thing? Or crazy names.
That's true.
Yes. Pissing Me Pond.
Okay.
On Highway 27.
That's not a real thing. No one knows about that.
That is a real thing.
So tonight we're actually gonna talk about relationships. So we're talking about business relationships. We're talking about personal relationships. You know, like how do you interact with people? Like, how are you building relationships with people?
I think just really, as far as business, keeping your word and treat them nice. I mean, my pop always told me, if you be good to others, others will be good to you. So you want to be liked, They like you, they're going to, refer you.
You can attract more bees with honey than vinegar.
Yeah, you don't be like Mr. Negative. No one wants to talk to Mr. Negative, right?
No, they do not. I'm really big on customer service.
Yes, you are.
Because it's hard to get people to be satisfied with what you're talking about. But it doesn't take much to have someone so angry that they'll go and write a bad review or share a bad experience. So I believe in killing them with kindness and be polite. There are scenarios where people deserve to be told, but when people get angry and scream and get all heated, they could have something going on in their life. Like, you never know.
Usually what I found when people are yelling at you, they just need something to vent because they're having a bad day. So they just need someone to take it out on. It's usually not really you. It's really just something that happened to them.
Yeah, exactly. They just need a vent. And in the previous business I was in, I handled all of the difficult clients, and I continued to kill them with kindness. And I mean, there were scenarios where like I'd get my jabs in, but it would be very secret, and they didn't know I was making fun of them. But it made me feel better about the situation.
If you're bad at me, if I go to a restaurant and I don't think customer service is good, I'm taking your pin. You're not gonna know about it. That's my silent way of getting back at you.
But you give them a tip, like it's like when we went to Orlando.
Because I used to work in the service industry. They're surviving off tips.
I know, but that lady needed to know that she needed to step it up.
She knows because I took her pin. If she was looking for that pin, probably to write and give it to a customer, she didn't have that pin. So she had to go find another one.
You put a tip on my card, but you took her pen, and that justified it.
You're darn right I did. She doesn't have that pin anymore.
What kind of pen was it? Was it even a nice one?
It was actually one of those nice ones. It's very fancy.
But yet you asked me for a pen the other day at the office.
I can't keep up with pens. Why do you think I take pens?
I'm going to go ahead and move this.
Someone always takes my pens, okay? I think the people that take my pens don't think I'm nice to them because they take my pens and they know my secrets.
So are you offering bad service and they're trying to
I offer great service.
And they're taking they're going, that was so bad I'm going to take his pen and he's going to know about it.
I don't think so. I'm the nicest, friendliest person you ever met.
Still,
Mr. Positive.
Still, though, that waitress needed to step up her game.
And I took her pin. So here's the thing, with tips. My grandmother, old school woman, we used to eat out every Sunday, and she's only going to give you $1 tip, no matter how good the service is. But if you didn't bring her sweet tea, as much as she liked, you ain't getting that $1. So every time I go out, I felt bad. So I would always wait till she go outside, and I'd go and give my allowance back, because I just felt bad for the people, because I didn't want to get my food spit on. Have you ever seen that movie Waiting?
Yeah.
Okay, then. Enough said.
I still think of Super Troopers.
Meow.
Does that look like spit to you?
Meow.
Yeah.
Yeah. So in China, They don't leave tips, by the way, in China.
What do you mean they don't leave tips?
They don't leave tips. So when
It's
you go out
like
to
not
eat,
a thing?
not a thing in China. You don't leave tips. And get this, if it's bad service, you can call the government, and they'll have the owner call you and personally apologize. It's crazy, right? Don't leave a tip in China.
So what happens if you leave a tip? Do they chase you down and like give the money
Dishonorable.
back?
It's disrespectful. Don't do it.
Really?
Why you leave me a tip? You don't think my service good? Are you crazy? Yeah, it's not good.
That's what they say?
Yes. In Chinese, though. 敬重我懂. 敬重长, 谢谢.
Is that real? Was that real words?
It's for words. Yeah, exactly. 我爱你,我是你. 记账啦. Yes, I speak Mandarin.
I think
Mandarin gibberish.
I think you're just saying all the words that you get screamed
Hey,
at.
we have a Chinese audience right now in this very room.
We do.
And they can verify that it's in Chinese. And I'm speaking the right language.
She's currently laughing at you.
Okay, can we get a verification here? Did I say some Chinese words? You have to support me here. Don't be shy. She is saying yes. She is shaking her head yes. We can get Google Translator on here right now. And we can do it if you don't believe me.
We're not talking about Google Translator.
Listen,
I don't like Google Translator.
Hold on. You speak English, I'll speak Chinese to you. Okay? Be a little game here if I can find the app. Be your best friend, by the way, when you travel to another country.
Or when you drive your mother-in-law to the hospital and she doesn't have a passport or speak a word of English.
That's very true. That's why I told you Google Translator will be your best friend.
You didn't tell me that, though. You didn't tell me that at all.
If you would ask,
I had to figure it out.
I was having a baby, okay? God forbid I didn't think about Google Translator.
Plus, she had a phone call the whole ride down there, and it was really loud.
She's on the phone a lot.
She was really loud. It was a really loud, angry phone call. I was about to call someone and complain, but I thought she might understand what I said.
Wait, what? It was an angry phone call?
Oh, yeah. She was talking very loudly.
记账啦.
Take this.
See?
It said, take this?
Yeah, 记账啦. Take this. There you go.
Okay, so you said 2 words.
You said it wasn't Chinese. I wasn't speaking Chinese. That's what
I
it
did
was.
not say it was not Chinese.
It was Chinese. You're welcome.
Okay. So back to
谢谢.
back to relationships. So when business relationships, what are some things that you're doing to develop those relationships and build good rapport with someone?
It's really getting to know them. So I like to take them out, wine and dine them and, really have a good conversation and see how I can help them. I'm more of a giver than a taker. So I never really ask about what you can do for me. I'm asking what I can do for you. Just how I was raised. And like I said, I'm not a person that asks for things. So I like to learn about them. And I think if they like me, then ultimately they will do the same as well. Karma, right?
Yeah. And
Circle of
it
life.
also it depends on personality style.
Yes. Circle of life.
whether what kind of personality style you are that's going to kind of depend on how good you are, whether you're a people person or not.
Is your Google thing on, by the way?
Yeah, the Google Home is listening.
Hey, Google, play Circle of Life, Simba, Lion King.
I looked for Circle of Life, Simba Lion King, but it either isn't available or can't be played right now.
What's that song called?
I think Google is broken because the last song we asked it to play, it didn't know that either.
Hey, Google, play The Lion King.
Okay, Circle of Life by Elton John. Here it is on
There you go. Exactly. That's what I said.
You gave it too many details.
Well, I'm a detailed guy. You gonna sing with me?
No, I'm not going to sing with you
Why?
because
We're having a moment now.
No.
You're just ruining that moment.
no. Now I feel bad. The topic
This is about
of relationships.
This is our relationship.
Now I feel bad even with that topic.
You had me at hello.
You're just naming off movie titles now. Isn't that
I
a
just
movie?
opened up my heart to you. Yeah, Tom Cruise. Hello.
Yeah. So we're talking about business relationships, and
Business relationship.
you've got Lion King playing in the background. This is a good song, though.
It is. This is letting people know I cherish my relationships with them, just like the Lion King.
Just like the Lion King.
Yes. The circle of life.
The relationships
Because
aren't
life
that
is
great in
about
Lion
relationships. Life is about relationships.
King. That is true. It's about the people around you
People around you, exactly.
and who you surround yourself with.
Exactly.
Are you surrounding yourself with good people, negativity, or positive people?
It's the circle of life. We're holding hands right now, guys.
No, we're not.
We're really bonding here. It's very awkward.
That is not happening.
It's okay. Just let it sink in. I wish I could sing. I wish I had a voice, a good voice. That'd be so awesome. All right, Google, off. Enough with Circle of Life. We're back to our talking relationships.
Well, that didn't last long.
Hey, that's your problem.
So business relationships. So we're working on kind of listening to their problems. That kind of identify what kind of personality style you are.
One of the other things I
You're a
learned
nurturer.
in the very beginning, because I don't like people doing this to me. Okay, so you're a business owner, they're a business owner. Do not immediately go into selling mode. You know, 'cause that's a big turnoff for me. I will completely tune you off if you start selling to me without me getting to know you.
Well, no one likes being sold to.
Exactly.
Except for Snipe said, "Oh, everyone has to sell to someone."
Well, yeah,
But he's a salesman,
he's a salesman.
so he probably understands.
Because you just got sniped.
How'd I get sniped?
He sold to you. Snipes. You got snipes.
Oh,
Snipes. That's
well,
what
he didn't
snipes
sell
does.
to me.
Yeah, but you could have.
He could have.
You probably would have bought that pin that I took. That you didn't know I took.
The pen from the restaurant.
Shout out to Snipes.
Did he tell you to do that?
What?
Take the pen?
No, he didn't tell me. He knows my thing. I take your pin. That's my silent way of getting back at you.
I still don't think that's enough to tell someone.
Listen.
You know, some people with a tip, like with restaurants, they'll put, 5 ones down, and every time they'll just gradually take it back for everything you do. You know what? I'm really like just simple communication. Like I'm not a very difficult person to get along with, but an introduction to say like, "Hey, how you doing?" That's a big thing for me.
Yeah, ma. Yes.
So like going to a restaurant, like, you stand there for a while, they complain how busy you are. I'm kind of referencing our trip to Orlando again, because that's what happened. No one even said hi to us.
I know, right? That was crazy.
It took a long time.
That's why I tell you, Orlando reminds me of the North.
It was kind of a bad
you know?
idea. You wanted to go to McDonald's, and I said go there. So
Yeah, we could have gone to McDonald's.
gotten another
Biggest McDonald's in the world.
Well, I don't know that it's the biggest in the world. It's just the most unique.
Do you know in China, like if you order a combo meal at McDonald's, they give you corn.
They give you corn,
Corn. It's crazy, right?
like corn on the cob.
No, it's like corn cut up corn. It's not on the cob. It's corn.
Just like frozen corn.
Yeah, it's like in a can, I guess. They cooked it. I don't know. Just give you corn with your burger.
That's weird.
I know, and the meat's in there. It's not really burger meat. I don't know what the heck that is, but that's not burger meat.
It's mystery meat.
Mystery meat. Reminds me of the cafeteria burger, the soybean burger. Bronson, we had the best soybean burgers, though.
Soybean burger.
Yeah. Black burgers, what do they call it? Black bean burger?
Black bean burgers. Okay.
Yeah. I ate one every day for lunch. We had a salad bar. I got one every day.
You got a black bean burger at the salad bar.
Or soybean, whatever it was.
Soybean.
Yeah. Only when they had this, the macaroni and cheese and ham is very soupy with a biscuit. The roll, best thing ever. To this day, I can't figure out how they made it because it was so cheesy and good.
You're talking about school cafeteria food still?
It was like heaven in your mouth.
I don't think I've ever referred to cafeteria food as
Dude, if you had this macaroni and cheese and ham, Snipes can verify this for you. It was awesome. I would go to that school, my school right now, if they had macaroni and cheese and ham and eat it with all the kids.
This might be like one of those things, like it seems memorable to you, and then you try it now, you'll realize, hey, this kind of ruined it for me because it really isn't that good.
It's
Kind of like when I watch Mortal Kombat, the original Mortal Kombat.
Dude, that movie is awesome, right?
Have you seen it recently?
Yes.
And it didn't
It's
ruin
so
it for
cheesy.
you?
It's so cheesy.
I had
But
this
it's
like
good.
incredible memory of Mortal Kombat, and I watched it about 6 months ago, and it pretty much ruined the memory for me because I
who was
realized
your-
how bad it was.
Who was your favorite player to play with?
Favorite player?
Yeah, Sub-Zero, right?
Yeah.
Yeah, I think everybody says Sub-Zero.
Really, that's the only one that came to mind.
Yeah. You got Scorpion, Sub-Zero. That was fine.
I think Scorpion was the
you had
was
a
the
dude,
one.
and you had the dude that looked like Bruce Lee. You know, then you have
I don't remember his name.
Johnny Cash or whatever his name was.
It wasn't Johnny Cash.
Well, you know, there's some dude that
It
looked
was
like,
Johnny something.
Yeah.
But anyways, so with the food, like I feel like this is just a memory, like it's epic. And then if you tried it today, then you'd say, "Oh, this really wasn't as good."
I don't know. I still like it. Now the second one sucked. They lost. They have a lot of money for that one, so really blew the.
We're
second
talking
one.
about the macaroni and cheese, not Mortal Kombat.
Well, you were talking about Mortal Kombat.
Well, originally, yeah.
Okay. Second one sucked.
Okay. So back
Get
to
over here.
was that what it was, or was it come here? It was get over here.
No, let's get over here. Why don't we say come here?
I don't know. I was trying to think of what it was.
Like he's holla at you, girl. Come here, baby.
That was not how it went.
Get over here. Come here, baby. No. Get
That's
over
like
here.
Austin Powers. You just merged Austin Powers with Mortal Kombat.
That was an awesome movie, by the way.
Austin Powers was a good movie.
Yes.
He's a very talented actor.
It is Michael Myers.
So back to relationships.
Relationships
So
with Michael Myers.
So we've talked about relationships as far as building with your clients.
It's about trust, you know.
What about like with employees and like coworkers and things like that?
There's a fine line with employees, you know, like me. You know, I don't like drama. I don't like people talking about others. So I like to keep a happy environment at the workplace, you know. Let's go do our job and let's have fun. I want a happy company, you know. But the hardest thing for me, and I think most service industries, is actually employees. You know, but there's a fine balance. You know, I want them to trust me. I want them to have fun. But at the same time, when I'm serious, I'm serious.
Yeah.
Homie, don't be playing that, yo. Keep it real.
Same with me. I don't have any employees. I have coworkers. You know, I've got people that work very closely with me, and I've tried hiring on, but I found that no one is going to do as good of a job as I can. But the people I was bringing on, they weren't even doing anywhere near as good of a job as me, to the point where I can't even use them anymore. So now it's if you want the best possible service, the best possible product, I'm really
yourself.
the only one that can provide that to you. So I got to figure out how to do that. And I'm a big believer in customer service and treating everyone with respect. I mean, you want to, the golden rule: treat people the way you want to be treated.
Exactly. That's what I
And-
teach my son.
And that's really big for me. I'll treat everyone with respect, And then, what about on Tuesday? I had that banking issue.
Yeah, Topless Tuesdays was crazy for you.
It was.
Yes.
It was definitely crazy. So the banking issue, I remained calm. What was really funny is in this heated moment of almost going ballistic, one of the women was refilling her water, getting coffee or something, and I'm leaning on the counter. I'm already texting like someone else that can help me with this situation, and I can hear her behind me. She goes, "Can I get you any coffee or water?" And I turned around. I just went, "No." And I turned back around. So that was about the closest I got to. They knew I was mad, but you'd be mad
trying to
too if they
de-escalate.
just said your money's stolen and you can't get it back.
I can't believe that, It's hard to believe.
I don't know.
I would go to the top and I would demand.
I kind of forgot about it till now. So now I remembered tomorrow I need to call and track it down.
Hey, if they don't do it, you give them a bad review. But you can get your money back.
I'll get the money back.
Yeah, you'll get the money back. Leave them a bad review, too.
Well, that's the thing for me. I mean, I like if someone's going to do I'll leave them a bad review, but I'm not going to do it just for nothing. Like, I'm going to make every attempt that they can correct the situation.
Like, for me to leave a bad review, it's got to be a big deal because I know how bad reviews can hurt you. You know, so it's got to be really bad, and you didn't even try to resolve it for me to go out there and do that.
Yeah.
I got to be so ticked off that you're getting a bad review.
But that's what's crazy is it takes, in that world, it takes so little, it seems like, to get someone to that point where they'll spend their whole week destroying you on the internet. And
Yes.
you know what the worst thing you can do? And this is for business owners out there, being that Brandon and I are entrepreneurs. The worst, and I know you've done this before, so we'll talk about this, but the worst thing you can do with bad feedback, bad reviews, is engage in it and kind of try to retaliate, because it's only going to end even worse for you. You know, the best thing you can do is just continue to be
Tell 'em the guys.
supportive and say, let's talk about this. But really, you know, the advice online is really to just let it be bad and leave it.
Yeah.
You know, that's really the best thing you can do. Because in some cases, that person isn't going to be able to be
No.
reasoned with.
No, because I'm sorry that your credit card declined, and, you know, you want me to give you a letter to say why your credit card declined. I thought that was crazy.
Are you mentioning one of your scenarios?
Yes, one of
We
my
weren't.
scenarios.
We weren't trying to mention.
Oh,
We
okay.
weren't trying to mention that.
It's only one time where it's just like, wow.
I actually don't have any bad reviews out there.
I don't have any bad reviews. Just that one time. That was it.
Might have been just miscommunication.
No, she she put in because she had two different addresses. She didn't put in bill and address right. So why it was declined, and she wanted me to give her a letter why it was declined. So first, I should be asking her that, right?
Yeah, that's kind of weird.
Yeah, I thought so.
See, miscommunication.
Yes. Yes, let me write you that
She
letter.
wanted to know why her card was declined.
Yes, and I told her. Even show her clearly. It says declined. Mm-hmm. Because she put in the wrong billing.
Oh, because she thought the money did come out.
Yeah, it did come out. I can't, if it's declined, there's no way I'm getting it.
Yeah. Well, she could see that herself.
Yeah. Took me 60 days to get paid.
I don't have that problem very often. I mean, I actually have I have one scenario right now where it's almost at a year and a half,
Wow. You're a trooper.
and I've gotten most of the payment, but I still have a very small amount left. But hopefully, they said they're going to take care of it this year.
There you go.
So I'm just going to look at it as that's going to be unexpected, just a surprise. Like, hey, you know, here's found money.
Here's your snow cone. Thank you.
But really, like my feeling is that you gotta, you know, one bad review, one bad testimonial from a client that could hurt you far more, because they'll tell everyone about this. So
Yes.
that one could turn into 10, 20.
30,
you know
40.
how many people the average person knows?
How many?
Take a guess. Average person knows about 600 people.
Yeah.
And they have some sense of, they've got some level of influence with about 140 of those people. Like calling them and saying, hey, I think you should do this or try this, that kind of influence. So you make that one person mad, that's potentially 150 at least clients that you could lose
That's crazy.
over one scenario.
Yeah.
That's why business networking works so well, because you've got 20, 30, 40, 50 people in there. They each know an average of 600 people. You have a huge outreach.
That's right. Huge outreach.
And that's why we actually, both of us, grow our business through business networking.
Exactly. Because we're good at networking. Got Mr. B and I over here.
Well, we're trying to become master networkers.
Master networkers.
It's a work in progress.
Yes. Mr. B and I.
You got to expand the network, though.
You gotta expand it.
You know, it's got to be beyond one thing. Yes, I'm very loyal to BNI because it created amazing things for me. It really got my business going. And the networking for you did the same thing. I mean, you started with the chamber right away.
I did.
And that really helped you get going.
I think it's my beautiful face, charming personality, but yes. No, networking did. I'm being sarcastic.
It might have been the mustache.
The mustache was awesome. I should
One of
bring
the
it back.
flyers that one of your guys had in the truck had the mustache on there.
Dude, that mustache is awesome.
He was laughing about it.
Yes. The Sonny Bono mustache.
Yes.
Yes. Very awesome. You know, a lot of people think that's actually my mustache.
Well, you just announced that it wasn't, but you've told everyone it was.
It just lets me know who's, I like to test people sometimes.
I've noticed because someone you told it wasn't real, but everyone else you've told that it was real.
I just want to see.
And you told it to, like, I don't even remember who you said it wasn't real, but it was just an odd person that you didn't even know.
It depends what kind of mood I am in, Don't want to give it away sometimes. Sometimes I do. I like to make people think. Just like my guys, I randomly test them. They don't know it. Pop quizzes. Like this
What do
about
you mean pop quizzes?
my treatments. Like I'll start asking them questions, or I will ask them if they, see if they're comfortable with selling. Give them a soft lead that I know they can sell, and I let them go out for grabs and see who wants it. That lets me know who's hungry, who's not.
Yeah.
Who wants to push it forward. My dad did to me, so
He tested you?
he tested me. I used to love
Now,
him.
how much sales experience do you have?
Do I have?
Like customer service experience. Like, how many jobs have you had where you've been in customer service, like directly dealing with the customers?
We'll see. I worked for Blockbuster for a long time. I was a
Okay, so
manager.
you had a fairly...
I was a manager there. Probably best job in the world. I love working at Blockbuster. Never thought that place would go out of business. But then Netflix came along, Redbox came along, and look at them now. There's only one Blockbuster left. Then I worked for Publix for a long time, which you worked for.
What do you mean there's
Publix.
only one Blockbuster left?
You didn't see on the news there's one Blockbusters in like some small town in Wisconsin.
What?
Not Wisconsin, Seattle somewhere.
I did not see that on the news.
Yeah, there's one small one left.
There's a Blockbuster?
Yeah, there's one Blockbuster left, man.
All right, I'm going to search this.
And variety. Most of my jobs have actually been customer service. I would say probably about 16 years of customer service. I didn't really know I could sell. I've always been comfortable talking. I didn't really know I could sell until I started my business.
Blockbuster store in Bend, Oregon is the last
There
Blockbuster
you go,
in the
Oregon.
United States.
We should
This
go there.
was posted July of 2018. So
It was on the news recently, so they're still open.
let's see. Well, it's got 794 Google reviews.
Wow.
4.9
I got one bad one.
star. Well, you know that it actually hurts you, like if you write your own review, because Google will see that you're affiliated and will actually, like you say, oh, you tell your wife, oh, hey, go write a nice review. Like it actually will hurt you.
Nice.
Let's see.
Don't
what
leave
the-
fake reviews. Ooh.
Oh, someone said, ever heard of Netflix? This place is stupid. Well, that was
That's
2
not
weeks
nice.
ago. That's not nice at all.
I miss actually going to a movie store and having a talk with people about what's a good movie to watch. You can't do that anymore. There's no.
The whole experience was amazing.
Yeah.
And this store looks like, oh my gosh.
I wanted to open up
Look at
a
that.
movie store with a pizza and a movie, basically.
Pizza in a movie?
Yeah, they deliver it to you. Boom, boom, boom.
So they deliver the pizza and the movie to you?
Yeah. Or you can stop and get the
Well, I
pizza.
mean, you're kind of like naming off, like, you can order a pizza and then you can order a movie.
This was a long time ago. Okay.
I mean, unless you wanted like a whole experience, then
Little experience. I mean, I think it'd be cool, right?
it would be. And that's big with relationships, is the whole experience of something.
Experience. How was your first date? Talking about relationships.
My first date?
Your first date when you were. How were you when you went on your first date?
Oh gosh, I'm having to go back in the memory banks.
Man, ladies man here. Hey Google, play Saturday Night. Live.
I don't see any Chromecasts or cast-enabled TVs linked to your account.
Hey
You
Google,
can add
Saturday Night Fever.
All right, Night Fever by Bee Gees.
There you
Playing
go.
on
Is that it?
Mr. Ladies, man. Eric Bunch. Lunchtime services.
Yeah, I mean, when I was young, I definitely was all about relationships, and I had tons of friends and went out and did all that kind of stuff. So that was really big for me. But yet my brother now is like complete opposite. Like he's got a couple of friends, but it's like it's
More introvert.
It's more introverted. I was definitely an extrovert.
It's more like millennials now, more introverted.
But that's my personality style. So I mean, I care about people. I care about the social experience.
No, I'm the same way.
Yeah, you are a nurturer.
Yeah.
You have a
Have a good
little
time.
bit of the other tendency where you just like to talk about yourself, which is another personality style.
Listen, I'm trying to work on that, okay?
What, not talking about yourself?
I'm trying to expand a little bit,
That's, yeah. You care about the social experience when it has to do with Mr. BA.
Ballin'.
Yep,
We be ballin' up in here.
that's what it is.
Yeah, hey, before the Baller brand, there was the Ballin' brand, except we don't sell you $400 shoes. They're being made for 10 cents in China.
Can you get shoes like super cheap in China?
Yes.
Really?
Yeah, a lot of them are fake. Like Jordans. Don't get Jordans there. Rip off.
I mean, I don't care about stuff being fake.
I'm just saying, but you think you're getting Jordans. You're not getting Jordans.
Well, that's another topic.
Yeah. And just because you got Jordan shoes doesn't mean you can fly.
No.
I found that as a kid.
No, it does not.
I thought I was going to be able to dunk when I bought some Jordans. And I could not dunk.
All right, so we're coming up to our time limit on this podcast. So definitely make sure to tune in next week. We're going to have a guest on very soon. We talked to him the other day. He's actually a coach, and we're going to be talking about coaches in your life, whether it be a business coach, a life coach, or sports
Cuddling coach.
No, not a cuddling coach. We're not talking about that.
Oh, something different.
Nope, we're not talking about that. So we're definitely gonna have some good content for you. So make sure to tune in next week to the Dadpreneur podcast. Make sure to follow us on social media at Dadpreneur, and check us out. We've got a lot of really cool things coming up as we figure this out. I know we were delayed a couple of weeks on launching an episode. We actually ran into huge equipment issues with the microphones to the point where we weren't able to record. So we're definitely
Probably had our best episode when we did it, and then it didn't malfunction or something. You're the tech guy, so
I know that was my fault.
yeah.
I thought I tested it, but this
Hey,
is
so
a
lastly,
new
we're gonna leave you with
experience.
this. Anytime you guys want some lunchtime services, just call 856-767-5309. You can have some bunch time.
He just made up a number, so don't call that number. I don't know who it is.
From a song.
Oh, it's from a song?
Yes.
Oh, so it's probably not a real number.
867-5309.
Oh, okay.
Jenny.
Hey, Google, stop. All right, so make
Good
sure
times.
to tune in next week to our next episode where we're going to be talking about coaches in your life. And if you are out there, you want to be on the Dadpreneur podcast, make sure to send us a message. What kind of topic? A lot of people have reached out to me and they've said that, I'd really like to be on the podcast, but I'm not a dad and I don't own my own business. And I tell them that's fine. I mean, we're not gonna limit it to
more
just
about
that.
Life experience.
Yeah,
You know?
we really just talk about life and what we've gone through and what we're going through and
Exactly.
kind of how we make it. We'll give some advice along the way. That's where we're going to bring in some experts to talk about their experience and really how we can all navigate this thing we call life.
Yeah, just like the Man Show. That's what I kind of think we are, kind of like the Man Show back in the day.
I don't know what the Man Show was.
Oh, it's with Jimmy Kimmel before Jimmy Kimmel Live.
Oh, before he got
Yeah.
really, really cool.
Yeah. I mean, it's cool then. I thought the show was better than it was now.
Oh, really?
Oh, yeah. It's awesome.
I think it.
You should check it out sometime.
I'll have to look it up.
The Man Joe.
All right, guys, we're going to go ahead and sign off, but make sure to tune in next week. Dadpreneur.
Holla at your boy. Word.
Thank you for experiencing the Dadpreneur podcast. Tune in next week for another unpredictable episode. To be a guest speaker, send us a message on the Dadpreneur Facebook page.